What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. Sorry it's been a minute since the last upload. Still a little bit sick on the tail end of this thing, and I've been celebrating my birthday that was on the 17th just a couple days ago. So thank you guys so much for the patience, but today's video is quite interesting to say the least. We have a pair of twins that spend their entire life and their entire day just getting ready in the morning to look like Ariana Grande and basically impersonate her in public. What this is for, I don't know. Obviously, they are pretty poppin' on TikTok because of this, I think. You know, a lot of people like when people dress up as celebrities for some reason, but they take it to the next level, and you'll see why when we get started here. But yeah, before we get into it, just so you guys know, a large chunk of you that have been watching my videos are not currently subscribed. So if you enjoy my videos and you've seen them before, make sure you subscribe and drop a like, as well as leave a comment. It really helps out the channel. I'm trying to get to 650K here soon. That is a huge milestone for me. But without any further ado, let's get into these twins that just really want to be Ariana Grande for some reason.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm McKenna.
And we're Pink Sweetener.
We do online TikTok videos inspired by Ariana Grande.
Notice how they say inspired by. Literally, no, you're taking inspired by to the next level. You are a carbon copy of Ariana Grande, which is cool, I guess. I don't know if she's actually on TikTok, so they're kind of filling that void over there. But it's still really weird. You'll see that they keep saying like, oh, we're inspired by her. We want to just be kind of like her. No, they go out of their way to find the exact pieces of clothing that she's worn in like different performances and things. You'll see. They take it to the next level, like I said.
Today we're going to be recreating one of Ariana Grande's most iconic street looks, the yellow hoodie look.
Oh, absolutely iconic. Wow. You know, that was from that one paparazzi photo of her walking around with Pete Davidson a while ago. And I hate to break it to you, but one of my favorite musical acts here on YouTube, Hovey Benjamin, already did a cosplay of that and did so much better, okay?
We like to sleep close to each other, and we kind of talk all night. We are 20 years old, and we live in Ontario, Canada, and we are identical twins.
I don't know what it is when it comes to twins, but when they dress the same, like, I get being an identical twin, it's kind of cool, it's very unique. Not many people get to have that experience in this world, but when you start to dress the same, that's where you really give me the heebie-jeebies. And now that they're dressing the same and obsessed with a random celebrity and dress like that celebrity in specific, it just makes me feel really uneasy, basically. I don't know why, but it's just weird. And now we're taking the weirdness up the next notch because you both are adults and you're sleeping in the same bed just because you want to be giving off this image that you do everything together. It's like, why wouldn't you want your own identity already? I mean, if you're basically cosplaying as a celebrity every single day, you're obviously not very comfortable with having your own image. So it's just weird to see that they are basically one body at this point. Like, they want to do everything in line together, and I just don't get that mentality. But you know what? They can do what they want to do. Obviously, it's fun and fulfilling for them, but it's quite weird if you ask me.
We picked the name Pink Sweetener to kind of represent us because pink is one of our favorite colors, and Sweetener is an Ariana Grande album name.
So yeah, that's the story behind their name there. The thing I want to point out that you're going to be noticing throughout this entire video that just makes me laugh, but it also makes me cringe a lot inside, is how much effort you can see they're going through just to make these Ariana Grande faces. I don't know how to explain the face other than like aloof shyness, I guess you could say. You know, Ariana Grande has a very iconic look that she's been doing her entire career. And both of these sisters, when they're not talking, or even when they are talking, you could tell that they are consciously like in their head, please don't forget, you got to make the Ariana Grande face, okay? You got to do this kind of pout with your eyes open really wide so that you look like you're just confused and you don't really know what's going on. It's cute, okay? It's kawaii.
What we like about Ariana is, one, she's a really good singer, and her style is really unique.
They're like, Ariana Grande is awesome because her style's super unique. Cuts to them just wearing a sweatshirt and like having a ponytail in. Yeah, that's so unique. Oversized sweatshirts. I've never seen that done before. It's not like that was the biggest freaking fashion craze of like the past 2 years.
We like to do literally everything together.
Our marriages will be at the same time, so then then everything will just be together, you know?
Okay, that is taking being together to the next level. I would not want to marry into this family if I felt like I had to have just an auxiliary twin with me at all times while I'm trying to spend time with my significant other. Like, no, thank you. But for someone, that might just be, you know, a pipe dream that they're finally getting to live out on their own. But either way, I just got to run it back in slow-mo. Again, with the faces, you got to look at just how awkward these faces are that they're making. And I feel like they kind of switch off for a second because that's obviously not the natural way that their face rests, and then you can see them kind of reset multiple times throughout this video. But I'm sorry I'm harping on this point. That is just the funniest little piece of this. Not only do they have to dress like her, they have to make the same stupid faces. It's ridiculous.
We have our Ariana perfume collection. We actually have every single perfume she's released except for the Moonlight perfume because we can't find it anywhere.
Oh, fake fans. You guys don't have the Moonlight? Why am I even watching this video? Clearly, you're not a true Ariana stan unless you have her Moonlight fragrance. Even I know that. Come on.
So this is our mini shoe collection here. These are actually the boots that Ariana wore in the VMAs, performing with Lady Gaga for Rain on Me.
They're so specific in their knowledge of Ariana Grande. Like, at least we know they're not faking it. That's a true fan right there. She's like, yeah, and actually on October 26, 2016, this is the outfit she wore at the VMAs. And if you go to their live stream at the timestamp of 38 minutes and 42 seconds, she actually dances in these exact shoes. So that's why we went and bought 2 pairs of them, because we want to be her exactly, okay?
A lot of people stare, their heads kind of turn on a full swivel when we walk past them.
Just recently we started, I guess, dressing like her and taking inspiration from it.
I guess dressing like her and kinda taking inspiration from it. That's the thing that annoys me with these people that impersonate celebrities. I've done a couple other episodes like this of people that think they're like Britney Spears or whatever. They always try to downplay it so much, and it's like, if you're gonna be doing this weird thing, at least be honest about it, okay? Because that's where the cringe comes in, when you try to cover up for yourself. Like, yeah, we're slightly inspired by Ariana Grande. We just kind of wanted to take her vibe and elevate it and make it our own. Like, no, you are literally ripping her outfits one for one from like the random YouTube uploads you see of her performances. That is obsession, okay? You're taking obsession to the next level.
We went from kind of being shy and wanting to hide in the background to being really outgoing and wanting to stand out.
I think what you meant to say was, we went from being really shy and wanting to be in the background to being really shy but in someone else's skin.
And we have roughly half a dozen exact replications of things she's worn. This set is a set Ariana wore on her Instagram.
You hear that? Exact replications of her outfit. Like I said, these two are obsessed, and maybe I don't get it. You know, I know Ariana Grande has a bunch of stans out there. It's personally not for me, obviously. I'm not the target demographic, but it's just so weird to obsess over a single celebrity this deep. Like, celebrity worship culture in America is one of the most toxic and weird things. I'll admit, I've kind of, partaken in it earlier on in my life. I feel like even just a couple years ago, I would be obsessed with like certain people in the media, and it's just like, why? These are just normal people that either had connections or were already rich and just got into the industry, and media just tells you that you should like this person, so then you make your whole personality about them. I just don't get it anymore, and to me it's just like such a deep level of cringe. But again, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on these two too much. They're doing their own thing. It's what is fulfilling and makes them happy, but I really wish they would try to not downplay how much they're going hard on this. Like, this is your whole life. You want to be Ariana Grande this bad.
It takes us roughly about 3 hours to do the full transformation.
The long high ponytail.
So this is also what I don't get. Like, what do you do with the rest of your day? They spend the 3 hours to get ready together to choose their, one of 50 exact replica outfits of Ariana's that they want to wear that day. And then I guess they just kind of walk around in public and try to get reactions. Like, this feels so ego-driven and just pointless. Of course, they're obviously doing things throughout their day besides this, but it really does seem like they're just like, okay, let's do everything in sync, dress up like Ariana, and go outside. That's our entire day. Like, don't they have jobs or something they gotta do? How can you be attached to the hip this entire time doing your Ariana cosplay, okay? I just don't get it. But if you ever want to figure out how Ariana has this ridiculous ponytail, they actually have a pretty solid tutorial here. I don't know much about hair. Mine looks raggedy myself, and I probably should take better care of it. But either way, yeah, it's a long process. Like they said, 3 freaking hours to get this going, and then the result is them having ponytails that don't even match their hair color properly. Like, you gotta get a better wig than this. Come on.
We decided to start our social media as dressing as Ariana Grande on TikTok because it was a viral video platform.
Oh, that's what they're doing the rest of their day, making TikTok dances as Ariana Grande. I should have known. Obviously, these two are going to be influencers. I mean, you can't really afford to just do nothing all day unless you have a career like this, so I guess good for them. Man, now that I think about it, they're also making like a bunch of Bella Porch faces, if you know who that is. Obviously, most of you will, unless you live under a rock. I just don't get it. This whole aloof face that they do is just frustrating to look at. It looks like you're like constipated or focusing on not crapping your pants, one or the other.
We actually appreciate a solid hate comment.
Well, that's good to know. At least I know they'll appreciate this video then, because it's been nothing but me just trashing on them. Maybe a little bit too much, but you know what? If you have an entire like video documentary based on you and your twin twin sister cosplaying as Ariana Grande, I'm gonna mock it. Like, that is so up my alley for this channel. You gotta be kidding me, okay? I can't avoid that one.
I guess our ultimate goal is to just make videos that make people smile.
I guess we want to make people feel like they belong or they fit in and they have someone that is there for them.
And this is the closing statement of the video. They say that they're doing this to make people feel like they belong, and you know, that there's someone out there that's like them. And the only person that's out there that's like you two is Ariana Grande, the OG, the actual person that invented this hairstyle, these outfits that you're wearing. But I really just find it so cringy and funny when these influencers think so highly of what they're doing. Like, yeah, you're making content that people enjoy, I guess, but it's very surface level. Like, I'm not out here saying, oh, I hope I change the world and that I make everyone's day brighter. But I'm not acting like I'm changing the world being some philanthropist just because I make random content on the internet, much like a bunch of other people my age that are doing the same BS. You know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate this job, but it's just YouTube, and they're just doing TikToks dressed as Ariana Grande. It's not that big a deal. But if you find inspiration from this, I guess that's good, you know? They're making you feel comfortable in your own skin by showing them not being comfortable in their own, if that makes sense. I don't know. Let me know what you thought of these two down in the comments below, though. And as always, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss an upload of mine. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, peace out.